Togazani, I am Pobodimo and I welcome you to my channel and welcome to Diary Sessions. Today we are celebrating our 10,000 milestone. I got the emails, I got the text, and thank you so much to everyone that is celebrating with me. Unfortunately, I've been under the weather, so I've been trying to nurse myself back, to my normal being. But I was like, I cannot let this cold get in the way of me appreciating you guys and thanking you so much from those that have been there with me from my day one and up until thus far, and to the new subscribers and to the old. I appreciate each and every one of you for the time you take out to watch my videos, to comment, to subscribe, to like, and all those other things in between, because without you appreciating my content, I would not actually, know what's going on. So reaching such numbers shows that, whatever content I put out, you guys appreciate. So I'll just share a little bit about, the channel and how it was born. So I started the channel when I was pregnant. I had cut out a bit of umsebenzi wasendumbeni and I was focusing on my baking season. And literally teaching is something that is a passion to me, and I would say it's a gift, because that is something I enjoy doing. And I didn't think it would get this far because I was that girl in the classroom teaching other kids. But now when it came to izinto zobugogo, I would normally share on Facebook, share about my experiences and what amadlozi were telling me. But what I would find is that, how Facebook is. Facebook marabastart pela, and you find lezangumalizia and they just still copyright your work and whatever. So I decided to, what, let me put a face and a voice to the work that I'm doing. And that is how the channel was born. Because I normally you see your comments and your text like, Coco, please do a video about this. Unfortunately, I don't decide on the content I put out because it is what Amadluzi tell me at the time and what I'm able to put out. So what normally happens is that whatever I'm doing, if they come and they start teaching me and they start sharing their wisdom, I literally drop everything and need to plan ahead, and make the video, because this is captured, information, captured wisdom. And I don't even have a book I'm reading. I know some people will ask me, like, I don't even have a book I'm reading. Okay, that's embarrassing because the last time I held a hard copy in my hand, it was about ages ago. But I don't have a book that I'm reading. It's always isn't just losing mommy. And my mom would always say, where do you get these things? Because I born you, I birth you, but I would always say it's wisdom from Abogogo. And I think Nakona, shedding light on spirituality has helped. It has also helped me to understand better my journey in terms of them and their open-mindedness. Previously, what I'll do is that when they come, and start talking, because how it sounds, it'll be like so many, sometimes it'll be just my vocal, sometimes it'll be my mkulu, sometimes it'll be just, unfamiliar voice that I'm hearing in my head, and okay, it's not in my head, but in my ear, and uzo loga akulu. So what I would normally do is write down notes, but what I'd find is that man gain a line to me and need to start doing the video, I wouldn't understand the notes. So now what I do is that everything they are saying to me at the time I'd replay. Sometimes sometimes I just woke up, sometimes they wake me up. So what I would normally do is that let me keep it, sometimes I would just make a voice note and reiterate what I'm being told, so that I'm able to at least share the content while it's still fresh. So yes, I know that you want me to do certain videos on certain topics, but if I have not said anything about that, I don't share, because I'll be sharing, diluted knowledge, and it means I'll have to start now researching. I don't research, it comes in that spiritual sense, because that is why I think Amadluzi have put me in this position, and there's no thinking process behind it. So even with starting the channel, I'm a shy person in real life. I know you're watching me on your screen, you think, poor. Yes, I am like all over the place, but like I'm an introvert and an extrovert. Let me put it like that. I have my people, and I think that's what you can tell from the first videos I did. With when I started warming up to you guys, I started, being more, open. So I have a very good sense of humor. So you say, because I mean, they're even my friends, is when I just open my mouth, they just laugh, lol. So I wouldn't even understand why, but because that's just me. I think I was born with a funny bone, but I'm no comedian, believe me, I'm not. So it was one of those things that was actually, I started the channel and I was pregnant. Oh my gosh, that's the highlight of it, because that's when, I was more recipient to, Izinto Zabokoka. I was less busy. I could listen more to what they were saying. And that's how the channel was born. And wow, I appreciate everything, those that critique everything. I appreciate you guys, because you're part of the numbers, because I know there's some people that subscribe and they don't like me, and I love you and thank you so much for that, but I'm out here doing the work that I was sent to do, and I appreciate you. And I'm not everyone's cup of tea. You don't have to like me, boo. I'm just doing my job, because honestly, if it was not this important, I would, like I always say, I would just make these videos and save them, release them when I die. But now, excuse me, it's one of those things that I was like, it's information that deserves to be out there. And information, wisdom, the thing is that it's not, in written form that much. I think probably when it gets to that stage and I have enough time, probably I can, dwell into writing, and preferably have these on hard copies. So even when it comes to my channel, I'm one person, I don't watch other people's channels. I don't watch other, I'm like that person. I'm very disciplined, because that's what I told myself, that I don't want to be diluted. For example, Idlozi will come and tell me, for example, when it, a white candle, and I go do my research. I don't do that. I do my videos on spoken word coming from a microphone, and then only after, I think, when I'm uploading, or when I've finished uploading and I rewatch them, or sometimes I don't even watch some of the videos. I just upload and leave it there, So it's only when I go back to them, I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't know about that. So that's one thing about me. I keep my content original. I don't try to be someone else. I don't try to copy other people's content, because now I would not necessarily know where they are getting, their wisdom, the teachings that they are sharing. My mom, yes, she watches in the privacy of her own bedroom. She knows whenever she switches to other people's channel, I'm like, baby girl, don't you dare. But she enjoys the sound of my voice, because every time when I'm out, I come back, I hear Tagazani, it's and I'm like, but mama, I don't even like hearing myself, So, but I've grown so much with this channel, and it has helped me evolve as a person, and I've grown spiritually, I've grown in so many ways, and I've reached so many people. I've met with so many people, and I'm so grateful, because I'm like I say, I'm an introvert, like extrovert. I like being private, but you like be private whenever YouTube channel. How's that even possible? So you wouldn't necessarily be private, but that's just my mom. She also appreciates my content. She's my #1 fan. That's my first subscriber, by the way, because I did my first channel and she was there. I used it. Yeah, I was using the company's data, Wi-Fi, excuse me. So that's how the channel was born. But I started growing. I was like, whatever. So, but to everyone, so a lot goes on into preparing these videos, guys. Sometimes you might find I'm preparing this video, I'm recorded, like I'm 10 minutes in, and Ubanzi decides to open like the door and cause a mayhem, drop my Banzi's my sound, so it decides to just cause drama. So I need to start over, and sometimes it's frustrating, because I no longer get what I was saying as raw as it was. So there's so much going on. Even with Lepa Leli that is behind me, it has this smoke right here, right? So this bayi was by Lami. I used to wear Sintasweni, right? This is memorable stuff for me. So one of the things that I managed to keep was Lepa Leli. So you see this by, I'm using it in all of my videos, because it serves as important I am because of Lepa Leli. This by has seen the most. It has seen me like, yeah, in the roughest time. So I used to mark it with this, because I don't know, my tag when it came with this mark. So I would like, but I would, be very like, so out of all the things I managed to keep, this was Ipailelo. So that's the importance of this. I don't just use this by because Nyalatana, but it's very significant to my spiritual journey. It's very important. And yeah, so much has happened. And sometimes my mom is very loud. You be trying to make a video and she be talking on the phone. I have to stop and go in the house because I make all my videos live in Romania. I'm not productive outside of this space, so I need to come here whether I like it or not. I need to come here, and because of this. So at first I would think on cold days, let me take this and put it like in my bedroom, but that wouldn't work because this is my office, this is where I am. So so I try to at least make some effort and look presentable, so that at least you can enjoy the content that I'm putting out. Because I mean, would you listen to a teacher that doesn't boss? So yeah, it's all about that, and appreciating the work you do, because above everything, I love what I do, and I appreciate it. And besides all the other work that Idlozi has given me, teaching comes naturally, like you would always say, guys, it comes naturally. And yeah, a lot of things happened because I was even doing a degree in teaching before I went blind, and then started not necessarily started, and proceeded to my initiation. So yeah, it's in the blood, you can say. But I think Idlozi illuminated all of that and made that very much what it is today. So it's yeah, it's one of those, and I'm proud to how far I've come. So this is not the end, but just the beginning. So like I said, there's still more content that I'm gonna be putting out. So don't be like, oh, Gogo has disappeared. You need to know that the lecturer has not submitted a new case study or whatever the case might be. But whenever there's things to be put out, I will. Sometimes it will be days after the other. Sometimes it will be depending on my work, because you'd find being sent Dumbeni, and then sometimes I'm even tired, I can't even come out here. But with the effort that I'm putting out, I know you guys appreciate, and I appreciate the feedback. So I know I owe you a live. We have not done a live in such a long time, and I will do that for you very soon, as soon as I've regrouped and all of these other things. So I literally took a break from social media. I was like, actually, social media, my mom was like, yeah, social media, but I took a break. And instead of taking a break, when the work continues, Abokoko were like, now go and teach. That is why I was like, let me put out the videos, because I was like, no, but I was like, but this is still social media, but this is a different type of platform. So yeah, I was a bit off balance, with my mental health and spiritual health. So I needed to recenter my energies, and I was cutting out a lot of things like people, anything, because I needed to be centered myself. So I'm grateful that I found myself and was able to grow in the sense that I have. And I appreciate you so much, guys, because everything that I do is supported by Amadluzwami, and everything that I put out is supported by Amadluzwami. So you might be approving, you might not disapprove. At the end of the day, I sleep peacefully because I've done my part. You feel me? So I'm so grateful. So yeah, I know people would always ask me, how do we get like hold of you and all of these other things. There's a WhatsApp line that's available. You can follow me on Instagram. I am at Mpobadimu. I don't have Twitter, I don't have Facebook. You can email me at mpobadimu@gmail.com. But normally when it comes to the WhatsApp, there's always an assistant I have that looks out for that, because that line is strictly for bookings, like anything else apart from this. But for anything other than that, you can email me at mpobadimu@gmail.com, and with availability, I'll revert back to you and hopefully answer whatever I need to answer. So you must know that we respect our work. Every conversation is like a consultation. You cannot be asking me things that need, because I'll honestly redirect you to consult, things like because normally I get nice emails. People are so nice to me, but I normally get nice emails like, Gogo, what, 1, 2, 3, or sometimes it's just people just want to engage. But I appreciate that so much. And then you find these creepy ones that will just go there and like wanna do other things and tell me they love me. Like I don't know where you guys are coming from, but yeah, you know yourselves, the things you do out here. So at the end of the day, I just report, blog, whatever the case might be, because I never said I'm asking for marriage proposals or whatever. Come down. I'm married to my work. I'm married to Zinto Zamandlu, so come down when it comes to that. So that's just about it. So I need to just recoup a bit because I was avoiding to do a video and in busy, like, I'm just, gushing down, so I just need to recoup and nurse myself back to health. And as soon as that is sorted out, I'll be back. You just keep your notifications on so you can see that Pabadimo has uploaded. But I have a very good immune system. I'll probably bounce back, I think, in a day or two, and I'll be able to share more content. So other than that, thank you so much for being part of this channel. I appreciate you so very much, and thank you so much for your time, you watching, buying data, and watching my videos. I really appreciate all of that and your feedback and all of that. So don't comment, Google, please do a video. Please know that I don't decide on the content I make. It's always supported by Iluzi, and I have to wait for them. I don't even have the funny thing, I don't even have a book where I make notes about all of these things. So this page to me is also like my notes. I come back here and refer because there's a lot going on when it comes to spirituality, and in a corner spirituality evolves, and it's been a journey for me. And like I said, this year it's my 5th year, since Ngatwasa, and it's one of that, you need to be proud of such milestones as a person. It was not easy, but eventually you get there as a person and you understand. And to those young people or whoever that are still growing in their spirituality, I see your emails all the time and you say, Gogo, I want to start a channel, tell me how to go about it. You need to be original, be yourself, know what you're sending out there to people, know what you're doing. Don't try to copy and imitate or be someone else. Be you. Embrace who you are, be proud and comfortable in your skin, and love amadluzu wako. And it can be about anything, because right now, we are trying, we past that stage, of trying to teach abantu yoga and we now have shown how spirituality has grown. So you, as whoever you are, identify what sets you apart from people, identify what makes you different. Amongst everything, look presentable, look good, smell good, and look after yourselves, and love what you're doing. If you're doing out of love, eventually, if the way people receive it, it's also going to be out of love. So it's one of those things. So yeah, before I go on and on, let me go rest, but I'll see you later. This is not goodbye. I just need to nurse myself back to health. And thank you so much for watching the previous bits that I see, comments from old videos, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and thank you so much. Do that, watch and learn as a people, because sifunda every day. Ukuthwasa kupheli, ngisathwasa namhlanje ngisesephepheni, because if bengingasathwasi, all of these things would not be coming to me. So every day ngisethwasa. Trust me, I'm still in school and I'm still learning. You can never say you know everything. You're still learning, because I'll be like, but I didn't know this, and it would come across the way it comes across, and I'm like, let me, do the work that I have to do. But other than that, thank you so much, as Mpobadimu, yes, 10K subscribers, but I'm so happy. But thank you so much, guys, and thank you. I cannot thank you. I'm grateful. I'll definitely see you very soon. Look after yourselves and be safe, dear people. It has not ended. There can be so many ways to persuade you from the focus, but do not forget who you are and keep on praying, keep at it. So do you, but think again. You are guarded by a million, so take care of yourself in that regard. So guys, thank you so much. I'll see you later. I am Pabadimu, the advocate. You know what? I met someone the other day at the mall. I didn't want to tell you guys, but I met someone the other day. So I was like, Tanga's an advocate, and I didn't want to look. I was like, how can this person see me with them? I was like, Tanga's an advocate. And I was like, Tanga's I talking to, and I'm like, oh my gosh, who are you? Like, oh, Pa. And it was like, just like a reunion, smaller than a reunion, but we didn't touch or anything, but it was smaller. So like, you know what, you getting the hang of it. So yes, you get it. So yeah, so Thokozani, I am Madibu, the advocate of idlozi, because ngiyawakhulumela amadlozi yazi, ngiyawakhulumela kakhulu because ngize ngibe bovu to show the passion I have for what I'm doing. Ngiyawathanda, I love amadlozi, ngiyawathanda, because if bewangekho, honestly guys, I would not even be here. I come from such, an empty place, but where I am, it's so much full of contentment. Yes, it's not perfect, but it's contentment. So I appreciate my ancestors so very much. But other than that, thank you so much for your time. I am Pabadimu. So, I'll see you later, guys.